I wish you luck, John.
Thank you, Don.
I think it's time you moved on.
I think so.
Hey, I'm not saying that facetiously.
I'm not retiring. I'm just stepping down as the host of this show.
You're finished.
There are other things I want to get about.
Don Rickles revolutionized comedy roasting by refusing to treat anyone with respect.
And I love the black people. We need you people, I swear, because no Jew's going to make up a train.
These are Don Rickles' funniest roasts of all time, roasting Frank Sinatra.
Long before Don got married, I was eating dinner in a restaurant in New York, and I was sitting with some friends, and he came over to the table, and he said, "Frank, do me a favor, will you?" He said, "I'm sitting with a very pretty girl, and I'm trying to make out, you know." And he said, "I told her I know you, and she really doesn't believe me. Would you stop by the table?" I said, "All right." I was just about finished. I was down to the espresso. And finally he went back, and I walked by the table, and I said, "How are you, Don? Nice to see you." He said, "Can't you see I'm eating, Frank? What are you doing?"
Rickles pushes around one of the coolest men in entertainment, treating Sinatra like just another guy who needs humbling, leaning into Clint Eastwood.
Clint, I say with due respect, 28 years ago we did Kelly's Heroes, and I haven't heard from you since. Clint, I say it, nobody else has said it, and I say it from my heart. You're a lousy actor. Spielberg and all these guys at the table, "Oh, we know Clint." I know you. Clint's idea of a good time is sitting on a pickup truck watching his dog bark.
He ignores Eastwood's tough guy mythology, entirely attacking the legend as if decades of prestige should offer no protection, destroying Sammy Davis Jr.
I wish you wouldn't touch me, Sammy. You people rust.
Acting annoyed at President Reagan.
Be funny.
Good evening, Mr. President. Nice to see you, sir. And your lovely wife, Nancy. It's a big treat for me to fly all the way from California to be here for this kind of money.
He treats the office as anything but sacred, acting like Reagan has become slightly more irritating since getting important, getting revenge on Dean Martin.
I'll be here with Dean Martin on his show. Dean Martin has been a friend of many, many years. Dean, I say this from my heart, really. I've never liked you. Never. I mean, where's a man going with... Well, glass of milk, huh, Pat? I want to wish you trickle heat all over your stomach.
Rickles effectively steers the whole roast attack, acting like a fed-up friend who's been waiting years to settle scores. Don roasts Bob Hope.
Entertainers, hi, Bob, how are you? I spoke to the home, you're going to sit up Friday. Anyway, I'll tell you this. Look at the astronaut sitting over here. Gene Cernan went to the moon and hasn't been straight since. Anyway, what a turnout for you, Bob. Huh? Because everybody thought Dolores' album was going to be sold tonight. Anyway, have you heard Dolores Hope sing? But it's a great night. Bob, I'm so happy for you, really. But do us a favor. Get off the air.
He keeps attacking Hope's image from different directions, puncturing the myth until the room collapses with absolutely no reverence. The Larry King Roast.
I know your health, your condition. How could this beautiful woman fall in love with a man that's going to die in about an hour? And whoever picked out this costume, Emmett Kelly died, he must have gave you this outfit. All you have to put is a kazoo on your ass and you're set. This outfit I have never seen, with the little stardust, that'll get her horny so you can make a move, and without your glasses, try to hit the bed and then bounce off the post and hope you get lucky. Look at the black brother laughing. Can't believe you're invited, right, man?
Rickles treats the interview as if it exists for him to dismantle the host, swatting the whole setup away constantly. David Letterman's top 10 insults.
What the hell you think we're doing here?
Well, I don't know.
It's a big movie.
As I come by,
It's a big movie, and you're starting to steam me, Letterman. You're starting to steam me.
Just come in and ask if we need any more ice.
I came out here with a good attitude, and now you're steaming me.
Just relax. We're having fun tonight. Don, it's a pleasure to see you again.
The top 10 list sounds orderly and TV-friendly, yet Rickles uses it to deliver one compact hit after another with almost no wasted motion. Letterman is a great target because he already had a smart, self-aware persona, and Rickles loves cutting down people who think they're in on the joke as the audience gets the pleasure of both structure and chaos at once.
Don, it's a pleasure to see you again. And the next, your wife is so nice and
Thank
so
you.
reasonable and
Thank
so
you.
down to earth and so intelligent. You know, I get the feeling that to marry you, she must have been tricked.
No, no. It's going so nice and he turned on me. Man turned on me for no reason.
But
no, we're married 31 years. She's a lovely woman. On the wedding night, she just... Please. You never saw her. Anyway, doesn't make your kind of money.
Then you and your lovely
You
wife...
jump right over that. When I bring up the money, every time I've been on this show, every time I discuss what you make, it's like, oh, please, I don't want to. Meanwhile, you're in Connecticut saying to your girlfriend, put it in the other truck.
It feels like Rickles sneaking an old-school nightclub knife fight into late-night television packaging as the format should restrain him, but instead gives him a cleaner runway. Each item delivers without setup load, as Letterman's reaction sells the ambush perfectly, making the list structure feel like organized assault. Julia Roberts at Shirley MacLaine Tribute.
But I kid all of you, because I'll never see you people again. I don't need you people. I'm 86 years old and I'm spitting up and I know I got a couple hours to go. So I'm not gonna kiss your ass, I'm not gonna do anything. Shirley has to, because she still thinks she's got years. It's been a great night, it really has. It's been about 18 hours of crap. Telling you how wonderful you are, and you know damn well, Shirley, it's over, it's over. You'll go back to where the hell you're living in Arizona and suck on a plant for a half hour.
This shows that very little of Rickles' power depended on era fashion or youth, as he treats Roberts like someone who wandered into his line of fire by mistake. Zsa Zsa Gabor's glamour gets torn.
She went right from kindergarten to the Mayor's Bureau. She's been married so many times, she's got Uncle Ben on a retainer.
Rickles treats all that elegance like an invitation to start tearing at the curtains, getting mileage out of her larger-than-life image as he plays the part of the unimpressed man in a room full of spectacle. He never sounds dazzled or cautious, behaving like her celebrity aura is the least important thing in the room, as that flattening of glamour into absurdity is exactly where Rickles was strongest.
No, it looks like the Golden Arches over McDonald's.
Zsa Zsa being such a grand, glamorous personality makes her the perfect target, as the elegance provides abundant material for destruction. Rickles getting mileage from her image shows his skill at finding angles, as larger-than-life targets were his specialty. Playing the unimpressed man is his signature stance, as the room full of spectacle makes his attitude stand out even more.
The very first time Conrad Hilton met Zsa Zsa, he proposed. The second time, he proposed marriage.
Never sounding dazzled proves he can't be charmed, as behaving like her celebrity aura is dismissible demonstrates his power. The flattening of glamour into absurdity explains his comedy philosophy. Lucille Ball gets no respect.
A woman that I worked with on our television show, bless her heart, and she was the one that said to me, kid, come here.
Rickles targets one of the most beloved figures in television history, refusing to show any sacred respect for that status, as Lucy's warmth and legendary reputation make her the perfect target because the audience already loves her before he says a word. That lets him swing harder without the room turning cold, as the comedy comes from seeing somebody so protected by affection get treated like just another mark on Rickles' list.
My wife said to me last night, as we laid in bed, she said, is Lucy young? And I said, baby, young is not the point. It's what's in your heart, right, Lucy? Put her in a home.
He turns television royalty into a normal human being for a few minutes, as that collapse of distance is what gets the laugh. Lucille Ball being beloved makes attacking her risky, as television history gives her untouchable status normally. Refusing sacred respect is Rickles' philosophy, as Lucy's warmth is universally recognized, making her legendary reputation provide no armor. The perfect target emerges because of audience love, allowing him to swing harder without consequences, as the room turning cold is the fear he avoids. Being protected by affection describes her shield as getting treated like just another mark, shows Rickles' equality approach. Television royalty, getting humanized into a normal human being for a few minutes, demonstrates the transformation as the collapse of distance explains the comedy mechanism. Telly Savalas' tough guy presence.
You made a fool of yourself when you were up here, you really did. George's biggest claim to fame is Clint Eastwood is his idol.
Rickles attacks Savala as if he's completely unimpressed by the whole act, treating Telly's coolness like something that deserves to be interrupted, making the exchange feel alive. The bigger Telly's persona feels, the funnier it becomes when Rickles keeps poking holes in it, as he was always great at making intimidating men seem suddenly very available for mockery.
I kicked a black man, and you know that, baby. And you were beautiful to Telly. Telly is a great Greek, and you're a great black man, and I'm a Jew. And I say this from my heart. On behalf of the Greeks and the Jewish people, don't move into the neighborhood.
Telly Savalas having that unmistakable tough guy presence makes Rickles' attack as unimpressed even bolder. The whole act being dismissed casually shows Rickles' confidence, as a lot of comedians would lean too heavily on obvious image jokes. Rickles' real trick is treating coolness as interruption, worthy making the exchange come alive. As the bigger Telly's persona, the funnier it becomes. Rickles keeps poking holes, demonstrating persistence, as making intimidating men mockable is his superpower. Telly's coolness usually protects him, but Rickles makes it a liability instead. Roasting Red Foxx.
To see all these wonderful stars, LaWanda Page is here.
Don roasting Red Foxx feels dangerous because the room already knows Foxx can fight back, making the whole set feel riskier, as that danger helps the material, since Rickles is funniest when the audience senses he's taking a real chance.
Good luck to you. Loan it to the black guys in case they have a luau.
Foxx was such a commanding comic personality that Rickles cannot just breeze through it on speed alone, as he has to hit harder and keep control of the rhythm.
My underwear's on fire. Dean puts cigarettes out in his underwear and thinks it's an ashtray, but good luck to you.
The result is one of those roasts where the tension and the laughter keep feeding each other, as Foxx being able to counter makes every attack feel earned. Red Foxx being a legendary comic makes him a formidable opponent, as the room knowing Foxx can fight establishes the stakes. The whole set feeling riskier creates excitement, as danger helps the material by adding edge, making Rickles funniest when taking real chances. The audience sensing risk amplifies the laughs, as Foxx's commanding comic personality demands respect. Rickles cannot breeze through on speed alone, showing Foxx's power as he has to hit harder, escalating the force. Keeping control of the rhythm maintains dominance, as the result is a memorable roast where tension and laughter feed each other. Foxx being able to counter adds unpredictability, making every attack feel earned, showing mutual respect. Rowan and Martin get disrupted.
Well, I'm glad you could do the show. That's it.
Hey, I was thrilled. Really, to be here with this turnout and to sit in Dan's room and wait to meet you. That to me was a gift.
Rickles crashes right into that polished TV host energy and starts making it feel flimsy, as their style was smoother and more structured, creating perfect contrast for his disruption. Instead of joining their format, he makes the format bend around him, as the laughs come from watching two hosts try to keep control, with Rickles treating control like a joke itself.
Well, yes, I have done talkies. I find working in the movies, Kelly's Heroes was my last big picture.
This is a plug, right?
No, it's just that I have nothing else to talk about because your pipe is burning my suit.
Rowan and Martin's style being smoother creates the perfect target, as being more structured means organized and predictable, making his whole persona thrive on disruption.
That's strange. You're not really mean. You're very nice.
Well, basically, yeah, I could come out, I could come out and, maybe probably do a hymn, but then I'd live in 2 rooms on Figueroa.
Crashing right into their polished TV host energy suggests violent collision, as making it feel flimsy shows his power. That imbalance makes the segment work, as instead of joining, he refuses, showing his dominance by making the format bend around him.
You were in that picture with Clint Eastwood.
Ah, good. Is this a test?
Is he a lot of fun? Is it true that your show is coming back on the air?
No, there's no truth at all.
None at all?
No, I was on another network, but they had trouble. They ran out of wire. Little humor there.
Laughs come from watching two hosts try to keep control, as Rickles treats control like a joke, emphasizing the absurdity.
Dan, could I tell you something as a friend?
What's that?
I never liked you, Dan. I'm fed up. No, but I tell you this, Dick. I just want to say, in the conclusion to this wonderful little chat we've had, I've had a lot of great moments. Who does your clothes, Emmett Kelly? I just want you to know, Dick, working with you, give me a break, Dick. I was only a joke. I need the job. Yes! I hope your show flops!
The format usually governs guests, but Rickles makes it irrelevant, as their polish becomes vulnerability against his unstoppable chaos. Don Rickles transformed insult comedy into an unstoppable force by attacking legends with zero fear and making everyone laugh at themselves in the process. Which Don Rickles roast do you think was the funniest? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more iconic comedy roasts.